Okay, well, that was weird. You guys hear me now? All right, can you guys hear me now? Some technical difficulties. That's weird. I don't know why I would have done that. Okay, wow. Well, let me start my intro over, guys. What's going on? Johnny here with the Investing for Beginners community. Today is May 20th, 2025. Market is already open. It is 8:03 my time, or 10 o'clock in the market. We did notice that QQQ sold off about 1% overnight last night from 521 down to 518. Significant sell-off. Now it is behind, oh, I'm sorry, from 522.96 to 517. That was a 1% sell-off. Now it is below this moving average, so I'm interested to see does it stay below that moving average, or does it hold right here and bounce back up? I'd love to see a little bit more selling pressure today. That is why I got into a light position on SQQQ. Remember, when QQQ sells off even 1%, SQQQ can go up 3%. This is a triple leveraged inverse ETF. So if markets do begin to sell off, we can technically make anywhere from 75 cents to $1 on this sell-off if it does happen. Now, it doesn't mean it has to happen. It looks like the markets are finding some consolidation there. So it's very interesting to see as time goes on exactly what's going to happen here. And I was saying to everyone, I apologize for being late. It's not normally like me. Usually we do these live streams at market open at 7:30. So I want you guys to be aware that, you know, I am a little bit late and I do apologize. Also, most anticipated earnings releases for Tuesday would be Pony, as well as Home Depot, Billy. Today after close will be Palo Alto. Tomorrow before open will be Target, TJX, Wix, and after close tomorrow will be Snowflake and Zoom. So very cool. Most anticipated earning releases for the week ahead. If you guys want to check it out, we are in our Investing for Beginners community tab, weekly economic reports. We can go to daily bots here and type in most popular for the day, and we can have our bot do all of that research for us to get those best tickers on the day. All right, also check out our main chats. Pretty cool stuff here. What the heck is this? There we go. Consumer now expect inflation to jump to 7.3% over the next 12 months, highest reading in 44 years. And SPY can easily crash 5 to 10% this week. So if SPY can crash 5 to 10%, then so could QQQ, okay? QQQ making lower lows. Love to see it. I'm going to go ahead and buy another 10 shares. And then my one tracker share. Yeah. One tracker share. So now we're up 111, 2,600. We'll add more to it as time goes on if needed. Okay, SQQQ pushing up. Love to see it. Exactly what we want here. Back to break even. Very nice to see. All right. Dang, computer's really slow today. There we go. SQQQ. Nice little break above. Let's see if it can hold above 23.79, or does it get rejected? All right. Slowly pushing up today. There we go. SQQQ pushing up slowly. Very nicely, very slowly, taking its time. Go, pushing up very nicely. Love to see it. Let's see what happens with QQQ. If it goes back up from 518 back to 520-ish levels, or do we continue to get this rejection here off of this moving average? Now, what I like to see is it's right here on that 518 moving average. We need to get below that to see some more selling pressure. So 518.43. 518.43. So we need to get below and stay below this level right here. Okay, it needs to get below this level right here. Hello, hello, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you guys' time. Oh, my little coffee guy's messed up. There we go. Make sure you guys get your coffee. Hope you guys enjoy the live stream. Smash that like button if you haven't. And guys, there is 60% of you not subscribed to the channel. So let's make sure you subscribe. Smash that notification bell. All right, here we're going to see, do we get a reversal or does this continue to sell off even more? Looks like it is continuing to sell off. Microsoft selling off today. Apple selling off below that moving average. Nvidia definitely selling off today. Amazon selling off. AVGO trying to hold above that moving average. Meta getting rejected from that moving average. Netflix strong rejection. Costco trying to hold above the moving average. And Tesla a nice pump from 346 to 354 today. That was a beautiful bull run. $9 profit, 2.62%, just to sell it all back off. And now they're down 2.87%. What a beautiful sell-off from Tesla. Are we going to get a nice recovery back up to those previous highs? We're going to see Google real choppy but still making lower lows. And T-Mobile still selling off as well. So let's see. Do we get that bounce? Okay, and I'm holding my SQQQ a little bit longer, as this does show signs of it slowly pushing up. Now the markets are extremely overbought, so they can rally, but as you can see here, it's the stair-stepping downward. Okay, and still holding above that moving average for the moment. Okay, so and remember, my trade is not your trade. Maybe you want to go long right here on TQQQ at 70, back to that moving average at 871, or maybe for the rebound of 72. You know, it's definitely possible to get a nice 3% recovery on TQQQ. Looks like TQQ found a little bit of support. Okay, getting rejected here. All right, getting rejected. Okay, markets are still selling off. That's a good thing for us. QQQ's got to get below 43 to be more bearish. Still forming lower lows and lower highs. No break of pattern just yet. Everything is selling off today. Apple pushing up though, honestly. The markets are super oversold. That means they could recover for any moment they could recover. You guys like the new shirt? You guys can't even see the new shirt, can you? I'm gonna have to stand up. Got the buy, sell logo. Pretty cool. Goes along with the hat. Yeah, you guys can't even see my shirt, huh? Oof. Boom. How about that? Oh, you can see it a little bit now. There you go. Holding. I guess I could have did this. There you go, guys. You can see it better. Buy, sell shirt. I like it. It's easy. Okay, back to the show. There we go. SQQQ still selling off, still getting rejected. Making lower highs, right? right below that moving average. Love to see it. Okay, now I'm too tall, huh? Yeah, I'm too tall now. They call me Johnny Too Tall. QQQ holding above that moving average just barely here. Are we going to get that recovery? As you can see, the purple 9 EMA is crossing over that 45 EMA on the 30-minute. 5-minute trying to recover, but still below that moving average. Thank you, beautiful. Love your hair. Got a bear that is drinking, or wait, I'm drinking the coffee. But we got a bear that's fishing on the coffee cup. Check him out. I got a trading mug coming up, coming in from the mail soon. Okay, early stages of a possible reversal here on QQQ. Gotta be patient here. Tesla pushing up, trying to get above that moving average. Yeah, I missed out on the dump. This would have been a nice point to buy at 23-ish. 23.50s to 23.87. That was a 1% move. 30 cents, nothing too crazy. Looks like QQQ is retracing. But again, remember, it is below that moving average. It is below that 45 EMA. So we are being patient here, okay? Markets are looking a little weak today. Oh man, I gotta blow my nose. Right, it's above that moving average now. Let's take a look here and see. Are we getting that 3 stages of reversal we're seeing here? Gonna push back up, or are we gonna begin to sell off a little bit more? Looks like it's retesting that that previous support about 519. Same as yesterday. You see this pumped up, came down and retested, pushed up. See that? Looks like markets might continue to push up. Wow. You can't fight the market, guys. You cannot fight the market. Double bottom at $70 for TQQQ. Double bottom pretty much for QQQ at around 518.25. Let's see if we get a rejection here. Should have bought down in this range here, 23.50s. Tesla trying to push. Actually, holding on to that confirmation here. Do you see that? Pushed up. Confirmation. Pushing up. QQQ losing a little bit of that momentum. Now remember, Microsoft is $3.38 trillion market cap. It's QQQ's main holding, or largest holding, and just can't seem to get past that 455 level. Apple pushing up from 206 to 208. Nvidia getting rejected off of that moving average again. Amazon not looking good. AVGO and Meta both above their moving average. Costco trying to hold above it. Tesla now above it. Google and T-Mobile below it. So, but we could not get lower than 518 so far today. Looks like it did retest this 45 EMA as resistance. So we could see some more rejection. And this could eventually go back down below this. There's nothing saying it can't. It's just being really, it just doesn't know what it wants to do yet. Although there's a lot of support here, people are looking at that, at all of this resistance at 518.40, along with a bunch of support over the last few days at 518.40. So it can hold here, but if it also gets below this, then it's going to sell back off to 513. So it's definitely possible, right? Getting rejected off of this EMA here. All right, there we go. QQQ is selling off. Again, this is what we want. This is what we need for our SQQQ position to go up. And this is testing. This is the most testing part of trading, right? So we need to make sure we understand direction, right? Risk management. Make sure your risk to reward is there. Make sure you're managing risk, right? My risk is right around this moving average. If it breaks this moving average, then I'm getting out. And I know that as far as my trade. I'm risking about $20 to make about 100, maybe even 40 or 50, maybe more than that. But I want you guys to understand that when you're new and you're first starting out, you don't have to go full force all in. You can test buy shares, get buying maybe one share at a time, seeing what happens. You can create alerts and see if it breaks the alert that you wanted it to break, like T-Mobile or Tesla. Do I think it's going to break above 347 or below 345? I think it's going to go below 345 back to 342, and then you could have a better understanding of direction, right? Without actually taking a trade. Until you're confident, then you can. Right? So just know that, like, when to cut your losses, when to know when direction isn't in your favor anymore. It's like even right now, QQQ, if it doesn't continue to sell off at this point and it continues to push up, then I may have to manage my risk, reduce my position size. So I'm losing $5, $10, $20 compared to $100, $200, $300, $500, right? We have to know when to reduce our position size, when to add to it, and when to cut our losses and take our profits. It's hard too to have a short mentality when the markets have been so bullish and we've been going short for so long that it's hard to just kind of switch back to, okay, hey, we're going long again, right? Hello, how are you doing? Oh, thank you. That's awesome. A subscriber from Pakistan. Hope you're having a beautiful, blessed day today. It's a beautiful day to be alive. I believe, I guarantee that. Beautiful day to be alive. Okay, SQQQ is the only position I have currently. We are shorting the market. It's not really doing what we want it to do, but let's see here. We get that break below. I'm researching on it from Pakistan. That's fantastic. That's a great skill to learn. Whether you want to make $1 a day, $5 a day, $10 a day, maybe your goal is to make $20 or $50 a day. I know people here in America, their goals are $100 a day. That's a very popular goal to have. Because if you can make $100 a day, that's $2,000 a month, as long as there's 20 trading days. Sometimes there's a holiday, etc. But that's great. If you have any questions, please feel free and ask. I trade stocks. I don't trade futures or options or anything like that. I just trade good old-fashioned stocks like Apple and Netflix and Amazon. And when we get these big moves like for Tesla, this was beautiful today from 345 to 354. That was $9 per share. Even if you bought one share, you would have made $9 today buying and selling at those levels. And then it sold off. And it looks like it's going to continue to sell off. So now as markets drop, markets are at a very high level. If markets can drop and even get below this moving average, maybe retrace back to 515, 513, then SQQQ can definitely go up as well. We can see a retracement back to possibly $25 for a nice 5% profit, $1, maybe $1.50 per share on 100 shares. Hey, that could be a nice quick $100 to $150. Okay, QQQ getting rejected again, retesting that level here. Now remember, on the 30-minute, we got to get below this moving average. Are we going to do it? Can we do it? We could. 518.43 is the area we need to break. And right now, we're only at a $3 loss, $4 loss, right? We could put in my cost basis here. See, it's at 23.77. So my cost basis is a bit high. I am willing to risk $20 exactly, 0.76%, maybe even $25 right at 1%, right? Right below this level here. Right below there. That's kind of my support range for SQQQ. Go below, but now my support range is the moving average. And there is some resistance here from yesterday, right? From yesterday's resistance, 23.80, but it did get up to 23.87. So we're being patient here. I believe the markets can continue to sell off, but they could recover for any reason at all. They could recover for absolutely no reason, just for the simple fact that people have hope. They're buying here at this moving average. I mean, they could push it up to 521, 522, 23 again very easily. And you guys can go long on TQQQ. It's a little safer long term. Say it drops down a little bit tomorrow or today. You know that you're safe by at least holding long term, because markets always go up compared to go down. Right? We've had a longer bull market in history than we have had a bear market. So I want you guys to understand that. The point is hey, when we short, we could short the market as it goes down, get a really good price on our long positions, and then buy when the market recovers and go long on those long positions. So hope that helps. Tesla selling off. Microsoft trying to push but could not get above 455. Apple having trouble right here on its moving average. Nvidia selling off. Amazon selling off. ABGO not really making any new highs, just kind of consolidating above this level. And so why are we looking at this? Because these are all making up the NASDAQ overall. Okay? Meta, not making any new highs, kind of hovering. T-Mobile selling off. Okay, QQQ is still getting rejected. This is exactly what we want to see. Going to be a lot of consolidation at this level, but that's okay. We want to get back above. There we go. Nice big drop from QQQ. Nice big red candle. I definitely like this weakness here. Lower highs. We're not making lower lows, but I do like the lower highs as it slowly pushes down, staying below the moving average. And yeah, I don't mind staying on, watching it just a few more seconds, and seeing exactly what happens. Right. Let's see here. Still holding above that moving average. Still holding above that support level. All right. Okay, let's see what happens here. Are we going to get that break above? Showing signs of consolidation. A lot of consolidation here. We're going to either drop below or a drop above. So let's see what happens. I'm loving the way it looks, though. I am loving the way it looks. Not so much now. Give it a little bit more time. Looks like it is going to push above that 45 EMA. Possible reversal here, so let's be careful. Got quite a few sellers. Oh, we got some buyers stepping in. Here we go. Pushing up. This could be it. This could be that area of reversal here, or it could be a nice little bull trap. Driz, what's up, brother? What's going on? Not much. Trying to short the market today, as it does look definitely bearish, but it's holding above this moving average right here. So I was waiting for it to drop below the moving average to get some good selling pressure in here, but it looks like it's going to show some really good signs of support. It's also below that EMA, the 9 and the 45 EMA, so I don't know, just kind of watching it, waiting. I do have a position in SQQQ, around $2,600 position, 111 shares. So yeah, we're just waiting. I'd love to see this drop. Doesn't mean it has to. QQQ is showing a lot of support here, but at the same time, it's making lower highs. Not really lower lows, but lower highs for sure, which is giving me the confidence to continue to hold SQQQ just even for a little bit longer. Which doesn't necessarily have to be the best plan either. Good morning, everyone. Flavio, Johnny, a lot of selling today. Yeah, a lot of selling today. There could be an easily quick reversal, though, so be careful. Slight red day today, nothing critical. Yeah, I was waiting to see some blood after the Saudi rally last night. It's trying to hold. Yeah, yeah, you're absolutely right. We actually just had someone in here from Pakistan. Confirm Janati. Are you still here? Are you still in here with us? Huge sell-offs from the market. I mean, it is insane. A lot of selling, but we don't have as much volume as we did yesterday. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it, does it? It doesn't seem like it. And that's okay, because with less volume, hopefully less movement, but also maybe a little bit of selling pressure. But if it holds this level, I mean, I saw this as a support for long, but I just saw so much downside as well. Looks like it is beginning to recover. Yep, it's recovering. Now my thought is too, could this sell off overnight, right? So we get a huge rally in the day. Sometimes they're pretty huge. They sells off. Rally, sell off. A big rally all day long, sells off. So I'm wondering if we're going to get a rally today and then it's going to sell off again. Right? If that's the case, then we missed the sell off. The sell off was up here. Or down here at 23 to 24. That was a 5% sell off. Now it recovered. And now I'm expecting for it to sell off again. Like that's, I don't know. Guess that's a little bit of a little hopium on my part, right? Still below that moving average though, so I'd love to see it continue to curl over down below. Although it is holding on the 30. Maybe we get good entries. I'm watching Google and Oracle, gonna be chill and patient. Google, yeah, Google. Still not able to hold above moving average. Wow. It's gonna have a full recovery. Yep, and there's my stop loss. Now the thing is, do I stop myself out? Or is it going to begin to retrace? Usually I'll sell and it'll actually retrace back up. Doesn't seem to want to do that though. I was just thinking about reducing my position size here too after this last rejection. What are we doing here? In the 5-minute. That was a big green candle though. Big green candle. Love to see it get rejected off of this level here, but it doesn't have to. Doesn't have to. I'm gonna have to be we're gonna wait and see. We're gonna be patient. It's trying to curl over. Doesn't mean it has to. Dang it. Got on the wrong side of the trade, I think, today. Again. Feel like I've been getting on the wrong side of the trade all week. Or maybe not. Maybe we just need to be more patient here. $18 loss. There we go. Okay. QQQ not able to hold. Okay. QQQ selling off again. Trying to hold above that moving average. Would love to see this get rejected another solid time. That was a big green candle. Holy moly, that was a big green candle. I believe the market can sell off more, but that's a very strong support candle there. Dang it. The Forex Paradox. What's up, brother? What's going on? I'm shorting the market, even though it seems like it's recovering now. QQQ is testing this moving average on the 1 minute as a support now, even though it's been a resistance all day. Could be a fake out. We could see another rejection here. Still below the moving average on the 5 minute. But yeah, big bounce off of that moving average on the 30 minutes. So I'm wanting to see lower lows. If we can get below this moving average, we can see some more selling pressure. Looks like it is going to curl back over here, possibly, or it's going to hold. Let's see. I do have around $2,600 on an SQQQ position. As you can see, my average price is literally right on my stop loss right now. My stop loss was 1%, so about $26. It's very close to that stop loss. And trying to see if this will recover. Is this a fake out bull trap? Like, does this push up, fake everyone out, and then it sells off? Or is this the beginning of a reversal and it's already halfway in that reversal period? I do believe the markets could sell off more, but we started with those lower highs and then never got any lower lows. Lower highs, but not lower lows. So now it looks like it is going to be bullish on the day. And I should know that, right? With the market tends to be bullish during the day and then it sells off at night. That's kind of the rhythm of the company right now, the rhythm of the beat. But other than that, the trade's not going in my favor. So I'll have to get out if it continues like this. A lot of all this consolidation, we knew the consolidation was going to happen, but dang, this is a little scary, as the markets could completely flush up and we could lose a ton of money. So yeah, looks like it is holding, it is trying to be bullish. QQQ at 50.25, 20.57. Oh yeah, QQQ is going up. So I'm gonna sell my 100 shares here and get out. Yeah, it's bullish. We're doing it. It's bullish today. Or it's a fake out. You know what I mean? It could be the fake out too, moving right off of this moving average. Yeah, 5 minute rejection was strong. We'll see if it maintains and holds that rejection though, but the way it's recovering, it doesn't look good. Yeah, I think it's going to continue to push up as well. Yep. Trying to show signs of reversal here. That's nothing. What is it doing? QQQ is trying to sell off now. Retesting that moving average again. Love to know what you guys are looking at and watching. Microsoft getting rejected again. Everything's pretty much getting rejected. AVGO holding strong though. That's crazy. Here we go. We're gonna see some rejection here. Yep, right off of that. Right off of that moving average, we are gonna see a little bit of rejection. That'd be crazy if it just sold all the way back off. Testing. Moving average. Yep, market's looking bullish. All right. Well, I could use a short-term sell-off so I can collect on this SoFi put. Nice. But the market will do what it'll do. I got 2 weeks before expiration. Nice, nice, nice. Another trade that we did really well on last week was LUNR. So yeah, maybe I should have focused a little bit more on going long on LUNR at 11.70 to 12, 30 cents per share, 100 shares, $30, 200 shares, about $60. So trading within this horizontal pattern. I may start loading up around the 11s. I don't really know though yet because let's see. It's had this incredible drop before from 14 to 7 or 8. So holding above that moving average, definitely looking nice. I just don't know yet. I don't know yet. It's literally right along the line of its $12 share price from analysts, right? Saying $12 it's low, almost 16 is an average, and 21.50 is a high. So we're just kind of watching LUNR, but it is getting rejected off this moving average right now, so that's obviously not good for LUNR. We really need to break above 12.25 to see any upward progress, or below like 11.60, maybe even 11.55. Honestly, to see any downward progress, we need to get below like 11.30, 11.23. That's probably why I had it there at 11.20. Right, we're gonna get it below 11.20, maybe even, what is that, 10.92? 10.92, that's incredible. But still holding up on LUNR. Interested, heads up, wait, interested, heads up on Lunar. I've been hearing about it for months, but I have seen too much. Yeah, I've heard that there's a lot of insiders who own the company who buy down here, then they pump it and they sell, and that's why we get these really big crashes. I've heard a few different things like that. Like these are 30. Is it 30? It's a crazy number. It's like 30 or 60% institutionally owned. So, but yeah, I really don't know either. Especially with companies like this, like you want them to do so good. It's a space exploration company, but then you have people behind it that are just shorting the crap out of it, buying to sell high like everyone else. They talk about it a little bit somewhere, how how so many of them own it actually. Um yeah, so I'm not really seeing any information on that one right now. LUNR 12, volumes at 1.5 million, so that's not bad. Usually when its average volume is like 11 million, so we're not getting a lot of volume that we're used to today for LUNR. I think there's a lot of people just waiting now that the markets are beginning to sell off of it. Holy moly, look at that. Look at Celsius. Celsius pushed up. from 370 to 38.60, $1 per share, 2.55% today. Now it's retesting its 45 EMA on the 5 minute. It's above that moving average. Yeah, never mind. 30 minutes below it, so you get a retracement back up to there. But if it gets back to that level, it could sell off. 1 hour, it's above it. 4 hour, it's above it. Still got some area to move, right? I was watching it in that 39.90 area for the breakout, and it got rejected back to the moving average. 36.90 to 39. That'd be a nice move. PLTR now holding above its previous resistance, which will now be a strong support. SoFi selling off from 1478. We're going to take a trade on this at that 1350 support level. Good thing we didn't, because this can come all the way back down and test the moving average, and all the way back down to $8 if it wants to. I doubt it will, but interesting. Let's go above 1360 and then below 1320 for our alerts. Yeah, this thing is looking really weak. See how it got rejected off of that moving average? Once here, another time here, again here, and again here. So nothing wants it to get above that moving average. Let this thing sell off, and we'll pick up some more around $12 possibly, maybe even lower, maybe like $10 if the market wants to sell off more. SMCI, beautiful move. We called this out on the Sunday Stock Talk. We've been watching it for quite some time, pushing up from 26, 28, 29, all the way up to 47, guys. That's freaking nuts. That's a 67% profit, or $19 per share. But now getting rejected off of that resistance, potentially coming back down to those 27, maybe even $35 levels. That'd be nice. Pick up some more down at that level. XPEB holding up as well. It's kind of like an LU&R company. Now this is China based. They are a electric vehicle company. Supposedly they're going to be setting up to release flying vehicles by 2026. I believe they also have their first walking robot police officer. He's like the first one ever, and he's like walking around Beijing or something like that, somewhere in China, as a police force. He could facial recognition you. He can read license plates. I mean, it's pretty cool. You guys gotta check it out. I'm pretty sure it's with XPEV. They had lows of 1570. They had resistance at 1950, but now that resistance is a strong support. That's not trading within that channel anymore. So we can hold above, $20. I would love to see this push above 2150 to get that nice push from 2150 to 27. 27% profit if it does decide to go back up. And then, of course, we got Sound trading within that level again, still within that range, $8 to about $10. Can't seem to really break out of that range for Sound. Now, I did previously, it broke out to 1265 and then completely got rejected back to 12 and then now back to 10. So there's quite a few companies that I would love to go long on that we're just waiting for timing, right? It's all about timing, the opportunity to do it. So looks like on the 5-minute, QQQ did get rejected while we were talking for the last few minutes. SQQQ not really making any progress either as far as getting above any type of, level where I'd want to basically get back in. But did the same thing again, guys. I bought the breakout. I bought the two areas here that showed signs of support. And then I didn't lock in profits. I could have locked in at least, I don't know what it was. What was it? 8 cents a share. I think maybe $10. All right, it wasn't anything crazy. It's like $10. And then I sold my 100 shares at 23.57 and 10 shares at 23.57 again because it can't get above this level. I didn't want it to sell off more as QQQ could go up much, much higher, right? But now looking at the 5-minute, it's getting rejected off of that moving average. Now in the 1-minute, it's back below that level, so we should see some more selling pressure. And honestly, if I just would have been a little bit more patient, 23.57, we'd already be up another 10 cents, right? We'd be down 10 cents less. Instead of down 0.85%, we'd only be down maybe 0.5%, right? So patience is something I definitely need to work on. I know my trade plans can work. I know that I know it's possible. I'm seeing these setups and I'm not being patient. I should have been patient and bought where I sold and sell where I buy. Or don't buy at all. Wait. Hey, I missed that opportunity. The opportunity's gone. But I still think it's going to happen. But let's wait and be patient. Wait for this pullback, buy at those support levels, and then now I'm getting a better entry. I'm not way up here. I'm way down here. Instead of having a huge stop loss of like say 1%, my stop loss would have been like 0.1%. And now as this recovers, we could have actually bought more down here, added to it as it was going up, get a really nice position in those 23.50 levels, and now we're already up 20 cents on 200 shares, right? We're up 1% on 2 grand. That'd be like 20 bucks. And that's just the beginning, because if it could break this level, then it could definitely go up even more. But this moving average scared me a little bit here, as you know, it is holding above the moving average. So technically, in my mind, I should be going long on this. Everything's telling me to go long, and I went short today because I also had that thing in the back of my head where, hey, the markets are overbought. The markets are selling off, and I believe they could sell off more. But then does that mean I'm being biased? I have a short bias toward the market, and I need to figure out how to restructure my brain to not be biased. Sometimes we consume too much information. If you're watching someone online who's 100% greedy all the time and always long, well, then he might get burned on pullbacks. If we have a guy who's extremely bearish and he always thinks the stock market's going to crash, then we may miss those opportunities to go long because we're always trying to short the market. And so, very fine line, even that psychological part of trading. There's so much that goes into trading. Not just good entries, not just good stop losses and good take profits and support and resistance levels, but even the psychology of every trade is insane, right? Could have held. There's my support. Beautiful, beautiful freaking range here. Beautiful range. Buying here, selling here. Buying here, selling here. Same thing with TQQQ. I could have bought down here, sold up here. So just a little different today, guys. I hope all of my thought process explanations, kind of thinking out of my head for you, kind of helps you in some kind of way by either learning something new or realizing and understanding that you're not alone, right? This isn't just you it's happening to. Sometimes you might feel like the market's against you. You take it long and it goes short. You go short and it goes long, and the market's against you. And just, it may seem like that sometimes, but I promise you it's not, okay? These giant hedge fund managers in the algorithm isn't stop hunting your one stop for 10 or 20 shares or 100 shares or even 1,000 shares. Like, they're probably finding those, they want to stop hunt people. They're doing it with people who have like 100,000 shares, 1,000,000 shares, right? You would think. Patience is the priority. I didn't make a move today yet. My levels didn't get hit. And that's when I need to understand too, hey, it's okay if within 30 minutes of this live stream, my levels don't get hit. Or within 1 hour of the live stream, my levels don't get hit. But what I need to know is to be patient. Wait for that to set up. Set my alert. Get that breakout confirmation. And being patient. Patience is key. I've never really had a lot of luck with breakouts. Out of every 10 breakouts, maybe like 2 or 3 actually break out. The rest get rejected. So then by that, I should know from experience that 80% of these breakouts don't work. So you might as well go light. Go light on the breakout. And where I bought, I should have sold. I bought at the tip top. Not good. Right before the flush. It's like, that's when you feel like the market's against you, right? It's going up, it's going up, it's going up, retest, up, retest, up, retest, up, retest, up. And on that retest, it fails. And you're like, wow, well, that sucks. Buy some more here, pushes up, buy some more here on the back, pushes up. You do everything right. It's just not setting up the way you wanted it to right now. Now look what's crazy. It's doing it here. We could potentially break out if we wanted to now. We could break out in an hour. We could break out in 2 hours. The point is we have all day, all week for the markets to sell off or figure out what they want to do. But look at this right now. If you look at QQQ, the markets don't want to get above 522. They're having a very hard time getting above 522. So we're seeing a lot of consolidation where it looks like it's beginning to curl over, right? Anytime we get this crazy consolidation, we get this big push, we get that consolidation, it curls over. We start pushing up again, pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, and then we get a little bit of consolidation and it sells off, right? So now I'm wondering, are we going to get so much consolidation here? See this consolidation? Sell off, right? That now we get enough consolidation to where, okay, a lot of consolidation. Now do we just begin to sell off completely, right? Consolidation, sell off. Consolidation pushed up a little bit. A lot of consolidation here. So whenever there's a nice reversal playing out, there's going to be a lot of consolidation, which is why I thought, hey, a lot of consolidation at resistance. It's going to curl over. It did slightly, but now it's consolidating kind of right here above that moving average. But now it can't seem to get above the 45 EMA moving average. So very, very choppy day in the markets for sure. That's why I don't mind, getting out. I traded within my range, and hey, I did my best. Now I could have waited here, bought more here, or not taken any position here and waited for better confirmation here. But nonetheless, still did a great job by managing my risk. Only losing around 22 bucks. That's nothing. Less than 1%. And I'll take that. Especially when we're making, 2-3% a day. When we do make money, 1% isn't bad. So with that said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream here. It was a bit longer of a live stream. A lot of explanation, a lot of thinking out loud to kind of help you guys get a better understanding of my thought process and what I do to be a more profitable trader. Not every day is a green day, but when we have red days, we try our best to manage our red days to where we're not losing hundreds and hundreds of dollars or, really any more than 1 or 2% of your account. I believe if you're losing more than 2% on a daily basis, maybe you take a step back, you reevaluate your trading plan and maybe what you can do to tweak that plan a little bit and make it better for you to be more profitable. Maybe you need to cut your losses sooner. Maybe you need to take profits instead of holding out for longer profits. Maybe you need to take those quick profits. Maybe you need to reduce your position size. Maybe you're having an issue with your comfortability or your nervousness and anxiousness when you're in a trade. And if you're experiencing that, reduce your position size. Maybe you need to test buy your theories. Did I think that this could break out? Yeah. Should I have test bought it maybe with 1 share instead of buying 50? Probably. And then identifying those weaknesses and those key areas that you can work on as an individual trader to be a more consistent, profitable trader. So my big thing I'm working on this week is patience, right? I've been working a lot on patience, trying not to buy the breakouts, even though that's what I'm kind of used to, and try to be patient and buy those support level moves. This was a support, this was resistance. I completely bought on the wrong side of it today. And with that said, I appreciate your guys' time. I wish you all a fantastic rest of the day. You already know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be hitting the track, doing my 2-mile run for the day, hitting the gym, getting my workout in. Today is a push day. I just finished up my leg day. I'm going push, pull, leg, and then I'll rest. So I'm literally working out 6 days a week, resting on Sundays so we can do our Sunday stock talk. And then throughout the day, we're grilling, we're eating, we're hanging out with the wife. Kids get home at 3, we're hanging out with the kiddos. And summer is like a couple days away. So no more early mornings for us as far as like getting up for the buses. And yeah, it's going to be a great summer. We have a lot planned. We're going to the zoo. We're going to the carnival. We're going to an amusement park. We're going to a really cool pool area that they just opened. So, guys, get out there this summer. Enjoy that heat. And let's start making some money as well along the way. So that way we can fund all those vacations and trips this summer, guys. We're like a couple weeks away from summer. Super excited to experience it all with you. And yeah, with that said, I hope you guys all have a great day. And we'll see you all in tomorrow's live day trading session at Market Open. Later, guys.